London used to be a very strange place. At the beginning of the 1900s, like, you know, there was no electric lights, only gas lights, and fog and smoke and gin palaces, and dark crannies and nooks. The days of Jack the Ripper and Fanny by gaslight. I'll tell you something, there was more Fanny by gaslight then you get by electric light now. When you took a bird out in those days, you had two choices, music hall or opera house. After the opera house, you'd walk home across the cobbled streets of London. Cool. And halfway down the street, you come across this bird. Her name is Fanny. She's sitting there on her Jatsby, flogging her flowers, because she's a flower flogger. Which is better than sitting on your flowers, flogging you. Anyway, her name was... Hey, funny you should say that, yes. And as she flogged her flowers, she would sing a little song, something like this. All I want is a room somewhere, far away from the cold night air, with the one enormous chair out there. It'd be lovely. Lots of chocolate for me to eat. Lots of coal, making lots of it. Warm face, warm hands, warm feet, warm. Yeah, so lovely, sitting absolutely beautifully still. I would never, never budge till spring crept over me window under the Chinese sea. All together now! The days when that far-off land of England was great. When there was no middle class. Middle class has killed it. They come down from up there. They come up from down there. And they muck about in the middle, squishy, squashy yuckies. We were great when there was only two kinds of people, two classes. Peasants or knights. A peasant had nothing, a knight had everything. And the demarcation line was absolute. A knight could not be a peasant. But because we were democratic, a peasant could be a knight. Posthumously. A peasant had nothing. Nothing. If he wanted to eat, he stole it, he had to give it to him. Or he grew it himself. If he wanted to wear anything, he made it, he stole it, he had to give it to him. And if he wanted to roll in the hay, he got the hay and prayed for a roll. But if you was a knight, you had everything, didn't you? You had a castle with a moat full of water. You had a portcullis which went like that. You had a drawbridge which went whack boom like that. You said, I'm a knight, feed me. They fed you. I'm a knight, clothe me. They clothed you. I'm a knight. I want to roll in the hay. And they got the hay and they got the roll, and if you were tired, they lifted you on and off. It was fantastic. And if you gentlemen tonight had a wish, you could be peasants or knights. You would want to be knights. But don't rush with your wish. To be a knight was not easy. You had to wear a tin suit. Some of you ladies, look at the man you're with tonight. Imagine him in a tin suit. And some of you get home tonight, you wish he was. You know, ladies, when you wake up sometimes and he's still asleep, and you look at him and you think, good Lord, it's him catching the last of the night's mosquitoes. He's smiling at you from the bedside where his glasses
And his teeth have cleaned themselves. The one hair on his chest. You know he's dreaming. He's never worked that fast when he's awake. You know, gentlemen, you wake up sometimes, oh, there she is. Fast asleep. Flat on her back. You tried half the night, now she's flat on her back. Water wings under her arms. Now there'll be a few lying on their sides tonight. Be more spaniels' ears than there are dogs' legs to go round. You think to yourself, what's it all about? Alfie. And that's not even his name. You know, when things get a bit touchy and dull and brittle and nasty, think of the words of this song. They were left to us by one of the great artists. Just a few years ago. I see trees of green, red roses too, and I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world